Welcome to the Jersey City Show. Pat O'Melia here, you concerned Jersey City resident. That's why we do the show. That's why we do the show live. We're live on Comcast Channel 190 right now. We're live on Livestream.com. You should download the app. It's free to use. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We're live everywhere. Apple TV, Roku, Google Chromecast. We can even take questions from you. You got remarks? You got some questions on some of the topics? We can handle that. Bring it. Put your question right up on the screen. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. You can do that. You got a comment? You got a question? I'll answer it. This shutdown, the government shutdown, is over. It's nowhere as long as the last one we had back in 2013. Now, of course, with the shutdown, there's like victories, who the victors are, who the losers are, that sort of thing. I don't know if there's any victors or losers. You know, Schumer's painted poorly here in this. But the president, now I realize President Trump, to me, is a wealth of material. I realize he's not a Republican or a diplomat. He talks off the cuff. He doesn't think twice. He doesn't think before he speaks. He's kind of the average Joe that way. You know, you are there. If you ever wonder what it was like to have the average guy, as average as a billionaire can be, by the way, in the White House, you got it with Trump. Now, he's got a 3-week reprieve on the shutdown. It's not like, it was a year deal. He actually sends out a tweet where he boasts that the Democrats caved and a victory for the GOP. Are you effing silly here? Now, listen, I understand he's not a politician. But don't you think these guys are going to be waiting for this 3 weeks from now? Schumer's a little burnt as it is. Now, Schumer, look, I kind of like him. The 10-10 win does these things here. What's bothering Schumer today? You should just look at Bob Menendez. Whatever Bob is doing, you should do. Bob's got the diplomatic solutions. He knows how to play both sides. What Trump did, would have got flagged in the NFL for excessive celebration. He, spiked the ball. He taunted the other player. And this is going to come back and bite him on the butt. Somebody's got to reel in Trump once in a while. Is it his daughter? Is it the Kelly guy? Is it someone? I don't know. But you just gave them, the Democrats, locker room material. You don't say these things before the Super Bowl. Listen, you're not going to have the Eagles saying anything bad about shady Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, because that gets up on the bulletin board. What Trump did with that tweet, it's up on the Democratic bulletin board. And the guy should be basking. The economy's good. Things are working. He's the president, so he's got to get, the credit for it. But things are going fairly good now. He should be basking in that. All right, what are we going to talk about today? Hey, Jersey City wants to bond $10 million for your museum on Journal Square from the county. But the county should be giving us to that because of all the ratables we lost with their expansion. We're going to talk about congestion pricing, Medicare work programs, Journal Square development. There's a whole bunch of stuff here I wrote. I probably don't need it all. Hudson Media, you can get me on Twitter. You can get me on HMG TV shows. You can reach me whatever way you want. We're setting up our ceremonies to award our Christmas winners. A lot going on. We'll be right back. We're going to break for commercial. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712. We're back. You're watching the Jersey City Show, and you're watching it live. Like I said, if you need any help with the city, consumer, the county, give us a call. For that matter, we got the city of Jersey City $1,000 in free plumbing from a consumer issue we had. We got our wall of shame and our watch list, so we're pretty good at consumer issues. So if you have one, reach out for us. As I said in many of our shows, the city of Jersey City and the county should do some shared service programs, whether it's DPW, road work, parks, whatever, health and human services, cultural affairs. There's a lot of redundancy between the two. And the two governments you pay for with your tax dollars. The county's it just hit us with 10% recently. The city is getting close to $600 million budget. You need to get the house in order. Fulop has to figure out a way to start cutting expenses, cutting the budget, protecting the residents, the seniors and the disabled from the rebound. And I should bring my Thor hammer out here because that is coming and it's going to hurt. The city wants a little jewelry. It wants a museum. Now, I don't even want to get into I'll probably get into it at the end of the show here, at the end of this segment. Do we need a museum? But here's my problem. We're going to buy the old public service building on Sip Avenue, and we're going to bond for $10 million to purchase it from the county of Hudson. We're going to purchase this from the county of Hudson for $10 million in bonding. Now, bonding isn't some magic thing. You know, some little fairies don't come by. You have to pay off those bonds. So it isn't like it's magic money or found money or donated money. It's your money. Your property taxes go to pay this off. Now, it's $10 million. It's the old PS&G building, and Mayor Fulop intends on creating, again, the Jersey City Museum and a community center. We need a community center up in Ward C in the Journal Square area. I don't know if I need it in Journal Square, but in Ward C. Over the past few years, the county of Hudson, under county exec Tom DeGeese, and I applaud Tom DeGeese for what he's accomplished. He got out of rented units, leased buildings, into county-owned buildings, so he's not spending your tax dollars on landlords. He's not writing any checks. The past few years, the county of Hudson has purchased County Plaza. It used to be Block Drug. Big rateable here in Jersey City. Used to get a lot of property taxes. 830 Bergen Avenue, the old Goodman Furniture, the Provident Bank headquarters. Purchased that, the county. Used to pay a lot of property taxes. The Freeholder building on Pavonia. Purchased that from Panapinto Properties. Used to pay a lot of property taxes. Huge swaths of land on Journal Square. Sip Avenue is basically a Hudson County Community College. From the culinary to the library for the students, all the way down, that's community college property, which at one time used to pay property taxes, don't anymore. Land around Newark Avenue and the courthouse. There's going to be a new courthouse. The county has been buying up land that at one time paid rateables. They're not paying any rateables anymore because the county of Hudson doesn't. They're going to have a new courthouse here in a few years. The land for the golf course on Route 1 and 9 used to be the pitch and putt, that paid property taxes. Not anymore. There was benefits out of all the land that the county acquired. I'm only naming a few. These were tax-paying rateables to the budget of Jersey City that are now gone and gone forever. For that matter, the building that we're going to bond to buy from the county at one time was a rateable when public service owned it. The city would get a property tax check, and that would go into the budget. And it would keep your taxes down because you had a lot of rateables. Now, I ask, why is the city bonding for $10 million? Again, you have to pay these bonds. Maybe, I don't know. We don't seem to pay off bonds. Would be an interesting question to find out. I should ask some of my council people, just what is the bond number we owe? Isn't there some sort of a trade-off that could be done with the county of Hudson? Now, keep in mind, I don't know how many friggin' millions with an M, I don't want to say billions, millions with an M, that we lost in rateables to the county of Hudson. This came out of the city's bank account. Whoop, those rateables are gone. Now, it isn't like we cut the budget, any expenses. We still have the same expenses. Now we have less rateables. So we got to make it up on you, the people of Jersey City, the mom and pop. The county just hiked your property taxes, and we're going to give them $10 million. Why is Jersey City doing this for a property that we should probably get for nothing? There's got to be some trade-off or offset for all the rateables the city of Jersey City has lost, particularly under the administration of Tom DeGeese. Now remember, Tom's job is the county, and Tom is moving along, getting out of rented buildings, and he's buying the properties, and he's owning it. The county is building up their shelves. There's a big catalog of land that the county owns. The right thing for Tom to do. But somehow the city has to benefit here. And you can't keep losing rateables at this rate in some of the most prime areas. Later in the show, I'm going to take you through a mental walk through Journal Square as to a rateable situation. I'm thinking the county of Hudson should donate this building to the city of Jersey City in lieu of all the rateables that the city lost to the county of Hudson. And I'm just naming a few. Any place you've seen the emblem, the county of Hudson, bing, that was a rateable. It's gone now. And it's not like our expenses have come down. No, they've gone up. And we got to cover the budget. So that's your property taxes or every fee and ticket. Now, Mayor Fulop has kept the property taxes flat, but like every other fee has gone up. And the county of Hudson has not kept any of the taxes flat. You know, they're jacking the city of Jersey City every year. It was just 10%. I'm thinking the county should donate that. I want to hear my council people Wednesday, because I'll report on this Thursday on the Hudson County Show, what objections they have for this. Why the hell is Jersey City giving the county of Hudson your $10 million for a piece of property that at one time was a rateable, but just when you look around, you see the county is taking tons of rateables, and they're continuing to take tons of rateables away from Jersey City. And what do we get for it? We get the county seat. We get to say we're the county seat. I don't want to be the county seat. Now, Weehawken can be the county seat. We don't need to spend $10 million in bonding. Now, do we need a museum that is sure to be a money loser? You know, because we lost our drawers in the last Jersey City Museum, but that's for another show. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Jersey City Show. We'll be right back.
Good Friend Self Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self Storage. Let us be your good friend.
The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together. We're back. You're watching the Jersey City Show, and you're watching it live. It's live. It's live. You know, no, don't forget, it's live. HMG TV shows, Twitter, you know, all them ways of getting in touch with us. I'm sure they're on the bottom of the screen. Yeah, I've had this on my desk for a while. Medicaid. The feds are changing. The Medicaid, again, hasn't changed since like 1996, welfare and Medicaid. I don't like seeing a lot of changes to Medicaid or Medicare. For that matter, we should embrace Medicaid and Medicare and get away from the Affordable Health Care Act and move that all into Medicaid and Medicare to reinforce that, have more monies coming into that. You might be able to make, you know, cover your expenses with the Affordable Health Care Act rolled into Medicare and Medicaid. What we really didn't need was another level of bureaucracy there with the Affordable Health Care Act. Medicaid and Medicare are the biggest insurance companies in the United States. They're the biggest insurers. So, yeah, we can take on other policies instead of private companies. That's the whole problem with the medical. I don't want to get into the medical thing right now, but that's the whole thing. You're hearing the health insurers making buku bucks, money hand over fist, And you got hospitals and doctors and practices that are merging or closing or selling, whatever the case is, because, only one aspect of medicine is making any kind of money, and that's the insurance companies. And they're making that on the backs of the policyholders and the hospitals and the doctors by dictating. And nobody can dictate better than Medicare and Medicaid on what is going to be reimbursed. But they're going to change the Medicaid requirement to employment, that they're going to mandate, and the states will be able to govern it themselves with a 20-hour minimum of work, volunteer, or school. And I think that's an ideal method to get people back in the workforce. That depending on age, if I got somebody 70 years old, bad back, or whatever the case is, if they can't go to work, then there's no work there. And I'm not sure I want to send a 65, 70-year-old person to school. I don't want to take up a seat that I can use for a younger person. But depending on age, what should we do with those 20 hours? Well, it's step into the county and the city again. Now, you probably have some union issues on this, but can we put these people to work for the city or the county? What can they do? I'm not saying they got to drive the snow plows or the street sweepers, but, depending on their work background, there may be work experience that we can utilize on the city or the county level, which saves payroll. And we may find good employees for the county or the city by utilizing these people, again, depending on ages and the health situation. DPW could probably use some of these people. The schools, again, you're just pushing a broom, pushing a mop. We're paying people for that. If there's a 20-hour work requirement that includes volunteer or school, maybe we have these people work in the schools if they're healthy enough and of an age and they can do the job. And there's a possibility of employment there. It's our police departments, they can use some TLC. We have this possibly a workforce here, working in the parks, working in senior centers. Those are things we pay for right now. Those are things you pay right now. You pay people to work in those places. If we're going to have a 20-hour work requirement, how can we best use that and these recipients? That has to be thought out. I want to see, again, depending on age, can I help somebody get back on their feet permanently from whatever their job situation is? How much of a job is there pushing a broom and a mop? Probably not a lot of future there. But we have a lot of businesses in Jersey City. If I can go to those businesses and say, we have these recipients, a young guy or a young gal here, she's in her 20s, 30s, she's trying to get on her feet, we'll give you this recipient for the 20 hours a week. And you put her in your workforce, you invest some training, you may find a good employee here. Now, that helps the businesses here in Jersey City. It helps give on-the-job training to the recipients, real work skills that they can gather from working on various businesses here in Jersey City. And it could be anything from an auto repair shop to a medical office to a car dealership to a restaurant to a shoe store, whatever the businesses are here in Jersey City, a bike store. If the people are capable and the business owner is willing, we're basically giving free labor. We're asking you to train and give these people some employment life skills here. So it's good for the employer and it's good for these people. They're getting the Medicaid and now they're getting real skills. Maybe, something that they can build on. Maybe get a job with these companies. Instead of just, having to do some volunteer work where we stuff them somewhere. Back in '96, Clinton reformed welfare and Medicaid at that time, and it dropped the enrollment by 60%. And that cut down the expenses. That cut down your taxes. For all the problems that Bill Clinton had, it kind of pales Trump make him pale compared to Bill Clinton. But I tell you, the economy was great. That's why we love Bill Clinton. We love Bill. The economy was great. And that's what's going to help Trump. The economy is good. He's going to get reelected. If you're working, your husband's working, your wife's working, your kids are working, you're paying your bills, this guy did the job. That's all he asked. That's what happened with Bill Clinton. Make that every 20 hours matter in a person's life. Can we give them some training, some real skills where they can actually get a job, useful training, helping these people towards their future? Not like, I'm not knocking the stop the drop where we have like 8 kids in a garbage can rolling around Jersey City. We're keeping the kids busy and they're making like $10 an hour. I don't know what happens if we go to the $15 minimum wage there. I mean, putting these people in, it could be a bakery, it could be a newsstand, it could be a car dealership, wherever, where they can get real experience, and that employer gets to know them and he gets to see them. And I don't think anybody wants to be on Medicare or welfare. They would like to work. The county may be interested. The city may be interested in hiring these people permanently. This is our opportunity. If the mandate is there, then we should take advantage of this. And I'm sure the people who are receiving this, again, if they're able-bodied, healthy, and they can do this, they would appreciate the opportunity to possibly have a career and get a real job. I think it's a win-win for everybody. All right, we're going to break for commercial. Don't forget Twitter, the websites, and all that. You can get in touch with me. You're watching the Jersey City Show. You're watching it live. We'll be right back.
Introducing the MyJCMC app, powered by Practice Unite. The free MyJCMC app puts the power of healthcare at your fingertips. Go to the concierge for access to referrals, scheduling, and appointments, see emergency room wait times, and get directions to Jersey City Medical Center health locations. Read the latest JCMC news through their social media feed, find a doctor, and more. The MyJCMC app. We belong to you.
It takes more than a state-of-the-art medical facility to make a great hospital. It takes a team of dedicated medical professionals. That's the Jersey City Medical Center, Hudson County's #1 hospital. Medical teams consisting of New Jersey's top doctors, Magnet Award-winning nurses, and accomplished hospital associates, all committed to your good health. That's what you have at the Jersey City Medical Center. Make Hudson County's #1 hospital your first choice. Visit us on the web at barnabashealth.org. We're back. You're watching the Jersey City Show, and you are watching it live. I'm live. We're live here. We're live on live stream. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook, Apple TV, Google Chromecast, Roku. Man, we are live and live on HMG TV shows.com. Journal Square. When I was doing the piece on the museum, and I'm really interested on the comments from our council, especially the new ones, on this and getting some sort of a trade-off or offset from the county of Hudson. I'm looking at another non-rateable on Journal Square, right, which is a non-rateable now. It was with the public service, and now that's gone, and the county has purchased so much. So let's kind of take a mental tour through Journal Square. I am standing in front of the Lowe's Theater right now, and I'm looking at Journal Square, and I'm looking what I can see. Now, by the way, behind me, the Lowe's Theater, it's a not-for-profit, so there's no property taxes there, and it's city-owned. So I got nothing going on there to offset your property taxes. But I'm standing outside, I'm looking at the PATH building, the transportation center. That destroyed Journal Square when it was built, but that was our trade-off for the World Trade Center. The Port Authority took over the tubes, it became the PATH. That PATH Center, I know Mayor Fulop was enacting some legal action, and Mayor Fulop's legal action never works too well. There's no property taxes on that huge piece of land. At one time was all retail. There was Woolworths over there. There was Nedix. There was a lot of stores. There was, back then, Journal Square, it was all money coming into the city. It was an economic engine. Not anymore. The PATH doesn't pay any property tax. So who covers that missing property tax money? Oh, you, the mom and pop people of Jersey City. I look over at the Stanley Theater, the Jehovah's Witness. There's no property tax there. That's a religious exemption. And not only at one time it paid a lot of property taxes, all the land around it was purchased by the Jehovah's, and there's no property tax there. That's our class 15A, I believe. There's like 700 of those exemptions here in Jersey City that Jersey City should go and look at. But that's another show. I've had this conversation with Mayor Fulop. The 3-tower project, I'm looking at that big tower. Wow, look at that big tower that Acushnet has built. But it's abated into past all lifetimes. And there's 2 more towers to rise. Abated past all lifetimes. So I'm trying to find the money for these people on Journal Square. So, all right, and so I'm looking at the hotel on the Square site. You know, Mayor Healy demoed it, and the Kushners were going to build on it, but it's been stop and go. You know, the Kushners basically is a 4-letter word now. That site will be abated past all lifetimes, at least 30, 40 years. I'm looking at Sip Avenue. I'm looking at the county library, you know, the community college, and that museum. There's no property tax there. Nothing to offset your expense. That never will, because the county government owns it. So there's no money coming to you. Used to be Ratables there. That was a big Ratables Journal Square. That's okay. County. I look to the right, and I can see the old Goodman's Furniture Provident Bank headquarters on 830 Bergen Avenue. Big piece of property. Bigger than you'd think. County has it now. There's no Ratables. Provident Bank used to pay Ratables. Goodman Furniture, of course, paid Ratables. Paid Ratables to the state of New Jersey. I mean, the city of Jersey City. That's gone now. Beep. County. So now, you know, looking around Journal Square, this really isn't helping New Jersey City any. This is supposed to be the next Gold Coast. Listen, we can't take any more success. The success we've been experiencing, killing us. The museum that we're going to build or take over, no property tax there, but PS&G used to pay it. Think about that. Think of everything you look. I look down, I can just barely see the state building where the DMV is and unemployment, but that's the state of New Jersey. Guess what? They also don't pay. You got it. At one time there was Ratables there, but that's gone now. You got that municipal court building you can barely see. That was built on Ratables. Bye-bye. And I look over and I can see the courthouse that we're going to tear down. That was never intended to be a courthouse. It was an administration building. It became a courthouse in the 60s. Actually, it was only 4 stories, and they added onto it. We really do need a better courthouse. Do we need it in Jersey City? Is there any other of the 12 municipalities in Hudson County that would like a courthouse? Guess not. We're the county seat. So we're going to build that. So, of course, the courthouse, the new and the old one, as we still refer to them, Brennan Courthouse and the administration building there, no property taxes. And, of course, the county is buying up all the land around it, the parking lots they bought from the city of Jersey City. We didn't reinvest that money back in parking. All that's gone. So everywhere I turn, I look around, you're not getting any money. Think about that. You're standing on Journal Square, and everywhere you look, you're not getting any money. That's friggin' amazing, isn't it? People are making money. Just you're not. You're underwriting all of this. Your kids will be underwriting all of this. Now, the county, those properties have gone off the ratables. You know, the county going to sell? Well, they're selling a PS&G building to Jersey City. We're not getting a ratable out of that, but at least we'll own it. We'll have a $10 million bond on it, but at least we'll own it. So maybe Fulop starts building up his catalog like the Geese did with the county. County owns a lot. You know, the county courthouse, you know, maybe we should have put it on a Compass Coat site. You know, the ratable issues here in Jersey City are enormous. The budget is getting to the point, you know, we're approaching $600 million. And again, I look at what once was an economic engine for Jersey City, a big ratables for Jersey City, Journal Square. That's not ratables anymore. It's either government-owned, abated into lifetimes, religious, not-for-profits. There you are. You're the one who's got to shoulder this. And as we keep growing, I'm going to get into congestion pricing here pretty soon, we're really creating what goes wrong in New York City, where the taxation is off the cuff. You, the people of Jersey City, got to stand up and say, wait a minute here. I'm looking at Journal Square and there's no money coming in. That's sad because that once was a huge economic engine, a job market, huge tax-paying market. All gone. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You watching the Jersey City Show? I'll be right back.
Meineke Car Care, conveniently located at 700 Tunnelly Avenue, Jersey City, half a mile north of County Road. Meineke bumper-to-bumper car care. Brakes, exhaust, oil change, wheel alignments, batteries, CV joints, and so much more. First-rate service at a price you can afford. All major cards accepted. Apply for a Meineke card. Meineke, Jersey City. Stop by and let Sammy check your brakes for free.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com. Newport, live like you want.
I'm back, and I'm back live. Pat O'Melia here. You're concerned Jersey City resident there. I can see it. You're concerned. That's why you watch this show. Yeah, I was going to go to the congestion pricing, but I was talking about abatement. So let me jump in here. We got an abatement here. And this is up for Wednesday's council meeting. I got to start looking more and more at the council agenda. I can preview it here on Tuesday. When they vote on a Wednesday. I got to pay more attention to that. We're about to grant a 30-year abatement, and who doesn't get a 30-year abatement in Jersey City, right? To a 20-unit apartment complex on Ocean Avenue, on the southern end of Jersey City, requesting 30-year tax abatement, and it's starting like at 6% tax abatement, which usually it's 16%, but this is 6%. But let me get into the details, because that's where the devil is. The devil's in the details. It will consist, the 20 units will consist of 11 market rate units. Now, what's market rate up in that section of Jersey City? I'm not 100% sure. Actually, I don't know what market rate means, and it's also going to have 6 affordable units. I'm not sure what affordable means in Jersey City. And there will be 3 units for homeless vets. And the entire unit will be heavily marketed to veterans. They'll prioritize, give a drinking contest with words I mispronounce here, to veterans. Now, project's good. Do we need development up in that end of the city? Yeah, I guess. Do I need 30-year abatements? No, we don't. I don't understand why. And I know everybody's clamoring. News 12 just had a piece on housing for homeless vets. It's 3 units. I agree we should do something for homeless vets. I agree we should do something for the homeless. But, we got to come up with categories of homeless. Don't put them all in one lump because they're not all the same. And one of the things I want to sit down with Mayor Fulop, and I got to talk some of the homeless people programs and organizations, how somehow we can fine-tune what the city does, what the county does, and what the state does. And as said, you got 4 different aspects that you pay for, by the way, with your tax dollar. A lot of redundancy. Maybe we can focus them better, but that's another show in itself. I don't understand why in Jersey City, which is location, location, location now. It's the hot market. Woo-hoo. Ooh, it's so hot that I have to keep bribing people to build here. Now, the affordable, all right, this complex is going to have, and people are saying this now, well, it's going to have 6 affordable and 3 for homeless. Well, what about the ones on the waterfront? Why not? Mayor Fulop just said the Honeywell project should be 50% affordable. We're pulling these things out of our butt now. But again, the Honeywell project, I'm not sure what the abatement is down there on Danforth Avenue. That might be a 100-year abatement down there. Why do I have to keep bribing people to build here? We keep saying we're the #1 city in the state. We're the Gold Coast. We're the biggest buildings. We're the happening town. We're the main city. We're the 6th borough of New York City. But we're not, because we can't even compare to New York City. Even with the bad transit in New York City, ours is worse or non-existent. So it's funny when people keep comparing Jersey City and New York. There's no comparison. We don't have subways every 2 blocks. We don't have buses all over. We don't have wide streets. It's not the same. Why, if we are so hot, do I have to keep bribing people to build here? Again, I'm not anti-abatement. I'm not like some of the people that go to the city council meeting. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Yvonne, who argues every abatement. When you argue every abatement, they tune you out. Turn that volume down. They got some new council people, so they'll listen for a while. But after a while, turn it up. They take off their listening ears, as Judge Judy would say. I don't think we need 30 years for anything. And don't tell me, well, we can't get funding unless there's 30 years. Well, there's projects being built all over. It's not just like only construction's happening in Jersey City. It's happening all over Hudson County in New Jersey. And they're not all getting 30-year abatements. That's something that is unique to Jersey City. Look at Hoboken. Hoboken's not throwing 30-year abatements around. There's construction going on over there. It's unique to Jersey City. It's our opioid for the municipality. They're hooked. You get the application fee, you get the first and last year of the abatement paid up front. It's that money. We want that money. But we're selling out the future. Now, there was a time when we had to get development going in Jersey City 30, 40 years ago. And we needed to give out those 30-year abatements. But I don't think we need to do that anymore. We are the hot market. We are hot. But yet, I'm acting like I'm still in the 70s and early 80s here. Well, I got to give them 30 years. They won't build here. I don't want to build. Somebody else will. Actually, the city should get involved in the building. I want to talk about homeless. You're going to tell me the city can't build homeless housing for veterans? Again, we should look at them all the same. But, do we owe it to the vets? Yes, as much as we can do. Now, I'm not anti-abatement. I'm just not in favor of 30-year abatements. Because, who picks up the difference in the cost of services, the lack of the taxation that comes in? Still garbage service, still police, there's still street cleaning. All the city services are still in play. All the county services are still in play. County gets 5% of the abatement. Schools now get 5% or the 10%. For the longest time, up until about 6 months ago, schools weren't getting spit. You were picking that up. You're the one underwriting these long-term abatements. Now, you and I will be gone when a lot of these abatements come up. So your kids are going to be paying these long-term abatements. And they're bad now. You know how bad these are? In 10 years, they're even worse. Now, we got the rebound. We shouldn't be giving out any abatements until the rebound is done. Really, does it make sense that I'm going to abate properties that we cannot raise taxes on for 30 years when I have an abatement looming over you and me and everybody else? All the mom and pops? This thing is looming. It's like a big dark cloud coming. Oh, I should have my door hammer out here. I got it in the office. And we're giving out abatements. Somebody on the city council should say, wait a minute. We have an rebound numbers that are coming out, and you want to exempt these people from any increases from that rebound. What the hell is the financial sense there? But I think it's a good project. Does it need a 30-year abatement? I don't think so. I think the Jersey City itself, we should get into building veteran housing for the homeless vets. We should do more for the homeless people themselves. I know the thing is, you know, it's not abatement, it's not development on the waterfront, but it's still Jersey City. And I still don't think I have to bribe everybody to do business in Jersey City. Maybe that's my opinion. All right, we're going to break the commercial. You watching the Jersey City show? I'll be right back.
Pan and Pinto Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces that address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment. Adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panandpintoproperties.com. Pan and Pinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunley Avenue in Jersey City. Your local collision specialist. Body and fender repair. On-site oven-baked paintwork. Fiberglass repair experts. Custom and classic car restoration. All insurance is welcome. 24-hour towing available. Licensed by the state of New Jersey. Plaza Auto Body, 700 Tunley Avenue, 201-222-3050. Plaza Auto Body, your bumper-to-bumper buddy.
We're back. You're watching the Jersey City show, and you're watching it live. Unless you're watching it later on YouTube or HMG TV shows, Facebook, that sort of thing, then I'm not live. But I was live when I did it. And that's what's important. And you're important because you're a concerned Jersey City resident. And we do this show for you. But I'm on YouTube. I was watching old Barry Manilow thing. This song's for you. I always thought I was starting to say that. Congestion pricing. Now, it's not here in Jersey City. But you know how we love to copy them because we think we're like Jersey City? Well, New York City. It's not here in Jersey City yet. New York City is proposing this. But you know how we like to be like Mikey, we the little brother. We want to act like we're New York City. Governor Cuomo is proposing, actually I think it's going further than proposing now, congestion pricing in New York City on 60th Street. There will be a virtual toll booth. And what the virtual toll booth is, if you're riding down the Parkway, you'll go under this gurney of Easy Pass readers. And you're not going through the toll booths there. You go to this whole gurney. You'll see the structure over the Parkway. And that's reading your Easy Pass or reading your license plate. And they're going to charge people going on 60th Street $11.52 on a public street. Now, I have a problem with this because, they get Fed monies for the streets and road paving projects and various grants. Leonia, I got this in the notes, they just passed an ordinance that restricts non-residents from driving around in Leonia outside of 3 streets. The rest is side streets. And I can appreciate what's going on in Leonia, New Jersey, right by the GW Bridge. People are taking shortcuts, trying to beat the traffic going onto the bridge. And it had nothing to do with Chris Christie. It's traffic that's there every day. That's why we made a big thing out of Bridgegate. Who do I blame the other 360 some odd days? It is a problem for any towns around the GW Bridge. There are times the residents of that town can't back out of their driveways because the traffic is so bad from people trying to, beat the traffic. And it's human nature. They pass an ordinance. It is not going to survive a legal challenge because these are public streets. Now, they're basing their legal question or their legal decision on a parking ordinance from the 50s that restricted parking in the town. Parking and driving through are 2 different things. But these are streets, we get Fed grants. Everybody gets Fed grants and Fed money for streets and road paving and improvements and handicap accessible things on the sidewalks, all that. What this congestion pricing is really a class warfare. And the money is going to go towards the MTA, their trains system in New York City. You are going to charge people who don't use the trains to maintain the trains and pay the bills and do the upgrades and modernize and embrace the technology. That isn't exactly the fairest thing. These people don't use that service. They're driving. And they're not the ones really creating the congestion there. What really has to happen is the MTA has to have a realistic fare. And what happens, they keep these things artificially low, or acceptable, I should probably say. I don't want to say low, so that people don't revolt. But how do you charge people who don't use trains? You know, that's like, you know, me charging you for the light. Well, actually, we probably do charge you for the light rail and you don't take the light rail. I have never been on the light rail, ever. Why should I pay for the light rail? I'm not using it. What the MTA in New York, and probably our transportation here with New Jersey Transit, they have to become realistic in what it costs to operate the trains. And it has to be a fare that represents that cost. If the fare doesn't cover the operation, you driving through New York City shouldn't have to pay it. And the idea with Cuomo, well, there's a lot of congestion, we want to lower the traffic congestion in New York City. Well, that's BS, because studies have already proven a lot of the congestion is from Uber and Lyft drivers, circling around, parking, waiting for the next fare. Congestion is caused by bike lanes. The congestion is caused by pedestrian plazas. Congestion is caused by New York City. It is a city. It has always had traffic issues. It has a huge police force that makes a ton of money on giving tickets to double parkers and companies unloading the trucks. It's very difficult. It has always been difficult to get around New York City. It's New York City. It's the same thing I say in Jersey City when people are complaining. It's a city. You want to live in suburbia, move to suburbia. We can't do a lot of these things because we're a city. New York City, now they're arguing who should maintain the MTA. The MTA should maintain the MTA. It should be covered by the fares. Now, if this system is so broken that its fares can't cover just its expenses, then you got a real problem here. Now, what caused it? You know, it's really short-sightedness, bad management, bad budgets because there wasn't enough money coming in, so they never put money aside to modernize. You know, there's Sandy had a part to do with that. But really, it comes down to short-sightedness is what caused a lot of the problems there. Bad management, and just they weren't realistic in their pricing. And so now they want to charge people who have nothing to do with the trains and are riding the trains and not in there. It's really a tax. It's a toll on city streets to pay for a transit system that has been mismanaged for years and years. And it doesn't make sense to charge people who don't use it. Well, like I said, what caused the congestion? I mean, this is their own studies. Uber, Lyft, bike lanes, pedestrian plazas. The problem with the MTA, short-sightedness, no planning, political hacks, and kicking the can down the road. And that's really what caused a lot of problems with the MTA. We'll deal with it next year. We don't have the budget. We don't have the revenue coming in. Or some of the politicians wanted revenue spent elsewhere, something they don't talk about. Politicians say, we want you to fund this. We want you to send money here. We want you to give a grant to that, give a grant here. That's the problem with the MTA. But the same with New Jersey Transit. I might get to Murphy with New Jersey Transit. If the fares can't cover the basic expense, then the fares have to be raised. And I know people don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Jersey City Show. I'll be right back.
Rama Jewelers, located in the Lyndhurst Shopping Center at 413 Valley Brook Avenue, Lyndhurst. Come for all your jeweler needs at Rama Jewelers, where you will find a fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and bracelets. Choose from one of our complete sets, our many signature items, or find the perfect engagement ring. Come on down. That's Rama Jewelers at 413 Valley Brook Ave, Lyndhurst. Call 201-939-5784 or visit us online today.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design studio and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers, Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net.
We're back. You're watching the Jersey City Show live. I'm live. Pat O'Melia, you're live, Jersey City resident. Let's go to New Jersey Transit and Governor Murphy. He wants a top-to-bottom audit of New Jersey Transit. He wants to know everything, from the expenses to pay compensation packages to maintenance records. He said, I want to boil it down to the basics and then build it back up. Now, that could get scary because you see what I was just talking about with congestion pricing in New York. Say, which it does, the light rail loses money hand over fist. What if Murphy was to say, you know, Jersey City, we got a light rail. It's not making enough money, so we're going to put congestion pricing in Journal Square on Kennedy Boulevard on Montgomery Street. Wouldn't like that. Like I said, I've never taken a light rail. Murphy needs to rebuild New Jersey Transit, but what does he have to do? Well, and who pays for it? That's really the important thing. New Jersey Transit has to cut political hacks. You got to get rid of the political hacks. Hopefully you have none in positions of importance. You got to cut money-losing services, and that's bus routes that politicians ask for. Well, you know, Academy Bus, just to say a name of a private bus company. ABC bus lines cancel their service on such and such street. They cancel that route, and they got New Jersey Transit to go and cover the route. Well, the reason a private company cut the route because it wasn't making money. New Jersey Transit isn't going to make any money either. That's where you start paying for this. The light rail. The light rail loses money left and right. It swims in red ink. Transit police. Well, maybe that's something they need to look at because you ride through all these municipalities, again, goes under shared services. Maybe we can share those services with the municipalities. And New Jersey Transit cuts them a check for Jersey City Police or Weehawken Police or Hoboken Police, whoever, to do police work where those lines go through. Makes sense. I know Joe Doria used to put Bayonne cops on the light rail because there was a lot of crime on the light rail. I don't think Joe Doria and Bayonne got paid for that, but there is a way to cut expenses. If Fulop is smart, that's another way you can make some money. Say, listen, I'll put, I'll use my Jersey City police force to do transit police. You give me some money. Any non-transit project that's getting funding from New Jersey Transit has to stop. The only thing they should be involved in is transportation. Any other funding they're sending out for whatever reasons, that has to stop. How do we help New Jersey Transit? Got to crack down on the jitney bans. They take a lot of business away from the big buses. Maybe New Jersey Transit gets some jitney ban. I'm not a bus guy, but I do come from the world of transportation. The light rail. It is said, wherever the light rail goes, development grows. Yeah, it sounds like a song there too, right? Maybe I'm listening to too much Manilow on YouTube. Wherever the light rail goes, development grows. Well, maybe we should get some money out of those developers then, because it's your money underwriting New Jersey Transit, which is causing the development, and we're making people rich, and you're paying for it. If that is the case, and the light rail is the reason for a lot of development that props up along the lines, then there should be some fees on those developers. Now, I know people that say, well, they'll go into the rent or the condo price. Well, maybe we just put some sort of ownership fee in there. Somehow, New Jersey Transit, if they're the reason for all this development and they're not sharing in that pot of gold, New Jersey Transit's got to get a cut of that. That's something Murphy should look at, saying, everybody admits where the light rail is, development grows. Well, let's get a little money out of there. It shouldn't be you underwriting those developers. They're making buku bucks because the light rail ran through their property and they put some condos up. You shouldn't be paying for that. They should. Amazon Go. Amazon Go, Jeff Bezos, this guy gets it. Amazon Go is a supermarket, an Amazon supermarket in their headquarters. We're not going to get the headquarters here in Jersey City, so we won't see one. But Amazon is going to change how supermarkets do business. I was a kid at ShopRite, and for years on my shows, I always questioned the supermarket rationale. Supermarkets have technology everywhere. There's scanners, there's coupons that pop out of the shelves. There's all sorts of technology. You go to the checkout, they're scanning. When I was working at ShopRite, sitting at ShopRite, I used to have to do the math with the register. Now you scan it, and then once you get past the scanner, you transport it back to the 50s, where you should have a straw hat on and a big apron. Well, hello, Mrs. Pickett. How are the kids today? 'Cause you're back bagging. Everything just piles up at the end of the conveyor. Your back hasn't changed since Mr. Drucker. It's the same thing. Like I said, you should have the straw hat and the apron and talking like you're from the 50s there. And you're bagging your groceries. Everything slows up. All the technology is defeated by the time travel. Once you get past that scanner, it's the Eisenhower days. You're bagging, and everything gets slowed up right there. Now, what Amazon Go is doing, it's like computers and scanners and artificial intelligence. You remove something for the shelf, it automatically sees what goes in the shelf and goes in a cart, and the cart's got scanners. You're just moving along, and they're charging your card. So once you're done, you walk your cart out to the car, and boom. I don't know where you're doing the bagging. I suppose you have bags in the cart. I didn't see that part. But kudos to Jeff Bezos. He is changing how business is. Now, somewhere along the line, the government's going to have to step in with Amazon, or they will truly control the world. Because this guy, any business he steps into, he changes. Right, Alexa? Yeah, we have Alexa in here now in our Echoes. I got an Echo Dot over there. I'm surprised it's not talking. They change everything. If you want to, pharmacies, I remember with Mayor Healy, when we were supposed to get a super stop and shop on Laylord Avenue, we wound up with schools. I remember him saying we got to protect the florist and the pharmacy, so we wouldn't let the super stop and shop have a pharmacy. If Amazon gets into pharmacies, Rite Aid, CVS, you're all gone. All right, we're out of show. No, I'm not out of show. You were playing with the clock. I still got time. I got 1:25. Don't play with the clock when I'm doing it. Amazon, they get it. When you and I go to the supermarket, I go to ShopRite in Hoboken, and there's technology everywhere. I mean, there's motion detectors for the door. It's not like the old days you step on that rubber mat and the door would open. It is all about technology in these stores until you get past the scanner. Then you're transported back into black and white television. Mr. Drucker, Dwight Eisenhower, it's been the same. This guy has the right idea. Now, can he do it on a mass scale? I don't know, but it's a shame ShopRite hasn't even attempted to do anything like this. AMP's gone. Acme is way too expensive. I don't even know how Acme makes a buck. Pathmark is gone, and I guarantee you it is scary with Amazon getting into the supermarket business. If I'm Stop and Shop or ShopRite or any of these other supermarkets, there's a very low profit margin in the supermarket business. But they didn't address the biggest problem, checkout. And I don't mean the scanner. Once you get past the scanner, you go into the black and white television, put the straw hat on and the apron. All right, I am out of show. I am out of time. You be good. You be safe. I'll talk to you during the week. Good night.